Three, two, one. Dinosaurs. And that is a quote from Who Killed Captain Alex, the
Incredible.
best movie ever made.
Amazing.
Welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm
Wait.
Cole.
There we go. There's the clap.
Ah, there we go.
Luka, you're not supposed to come in yet. You gotta stick to the script we gave you.
I broke the script.
It's okay. You can't improv like that. We're not prepared for that kind of stuff here.
All right, see you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
This is messed up.
We're
already.
canning the
Cut that
episode.
shit. Cut. Edit that out.
Editor, cut that out. Cut that out of the final script.
You mean you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Paid editor, please.
I'm not paid enough to edit that out. It's staying in. Anyway, I'm the editor, Ninjedi. In this episode, we have a special guest. Introduce yourself, special guest.
I didn't butt in earlier. It's me, Luka.
Hey, everybody, it's
Whoa.
Luka. Our arch nemesis from Far Off Films podcast thing.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Yep.
I'm one of the three. The Nefarious Three.
Yep. The iconic the Nefarious Reels.
Ooh, damn.
Yep.
I will be the most iconic that they'll start to call us the Nefarious Three.
Nice.
That's what this episode will be known as.
Forever. Every episode, it's just going to be 100 comments going, where's Luka? Where's Luka? And we're like, oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, and we got to bring the Nefarious Three back together.
Yep. We're getting the band back together.
Demand.
And then we'll release a Christmas album. It'll be great.
Wow.
We'll release one for every holiday.
Then we'll get a biopic.
Oh, lordy lord. I think Margot Robbie is a suitable actor to play me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. She's already playing me in Barbie, so it's fine.
You know, girl boss.
They've got that.
Ooh,
down.
nice.
Okay, Cole will get Nicolas Cage because
Of course.
he can't talk about it. And I don't know who else.
Wait, I can't talk about it? Why not?
Well, I said you can't stop talking about it.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You always say whenever you mention Nicolas Cage, you always have to go in your rant of how much you love him, and I have to edit it down to like a soundbite.
Just a 1 second summarization of just why Nicolas Cage is the best.
Yep. It's just your 1 second soundbite of him screaming, you go, ah! And that's it.
Just whenever Nicolas Cage is brought up, you could just censor Cole, and then it sounds like Cole is saying like a whole bunch of like swear words, like
just one long
words of
continuous
excitement.
swear.
like my favorite person is beep 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 beep.
Who?
Someone,
You know, that guy who was in all this and beep.
and then the audience is like, oh yes, this is Morse code. It's a secret language trying to communicate to us.
You know what would be really funny if you actually edited in censor beeps when we totally didn't say the word beep. That would just wow, that would just
That would be
make
pretty crazy.
everything
I
go
did
together.
edit. I did have a censor at one point in one of our episodes.
Why?
I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty funny because it was just like, oh, I'm not supposed to ensure if I can say that, and I said go for it, and then I censored it. And I said, oh, that's not too bad. We can keep that in. It was a great comedic bit, editing joke.
He said the gamer word.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. I said every gamer word I know, which I only know one gamer word, the N word, noob. We're gonna have to censor that one.
Dun dun dun.
That honestly probably you shouldn't censor because then people will like take it out of context.
I have to just censor it at like the perfect time.
Okay. God.
Anyway, we have a theme this time because Luka refused to come on if we didn't have it. So you know, we had to copy Far Off Films.
We didn't. It was. You see.
Okay, so
I need to provide some background.
okay.
Okay.
So there used to be a time in my day where I was just like you guys. I'd get such a kick off watching bad movies. But you see, I've grown. I've leveled up. I've gotten to the point where it just doesn't do it for me anymore. It just doesn't hit the spot. Except bad dinosaur or bad creature movies. So I was like, okay, I'll come on if we talk about a bad dinosaur movie, and the gods blessed me and I got two.
Yeah,
So there we go.
Cole cashed
Thank
in his
you're
Razzie
welcome
Award.
from my Razzie Award winning picking.
And you're lucky if he didn't use it, I would have done Theodore Rex, and who knows what that was going to be like.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
You got lucky, punk. But yeah, Cole stole my possible recommendation, and he did both of them, and we might as well start him. I guess with the retro pick, because he stuck with the formula. Cole began explaining Tammy and the T-Rex, or also known as Tammy and the Teenage T-Rex.
T-Rex, yeah. Yeah,
I love it when like movies are so like out of the loop of their own movie that they have like different titles.
different
like,
titles.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Well, usually don't make it into the final cut.
Yeah, especially as like the opening title card. Very odd, but yes, Tammy and the T-Rex is a 1994 film from director Stuart Rafil, who is also behind the greatest masterpiece of all time about aliens, Mac and Me.
Oh, classic.
Of course. And it stars a young Denise Richards, who's more like unknown at the time, and she plays the titular Tammy, and she is a high school cheerleader, and she is kind of getting along with Michael, played by Paul Walker, rest in peace. And they kind of are like a thing, kind of not exactly like official boyfriend and girlfriend, but her ex douchey boyfriend,
okay.
Billy.
She would not have gone through all the shit in that movie if there wasn't a thing. Okay, there is definitely a thing between them.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
All right, let's not jump ahead. Let him have finished his
sorry,
explanation synopsis.
But yes, Billy gets very upset, and okay, I shouldn't get too much into the premise, but
cover one of the other plots.
Some unfortunate events. Michael gets mauled by a lion, and this crazy Dr. Wackenstein decides to take his brain and put it in an animatronic dinosaur.
As one does.
Like normal doctors do. And they both, Tammy and Michael, try to find a way to find the doctor and get his brain back inside his body. And shenanigans happen. So, what did everyone think of this?
Yeah, Luka, what'd you think of Tammy and the T-Rex?
Classic right there. Absolute banger. It's weird because obviously the movie is not good, but it's also very entertaining. It's quite something.
It is
a something.
It's definitely unique. I can't say I've really ever seen a film quite like it.
It is really unique, which is weird, right? Like
Yeah, and it's like, it might be weird for me to say because it's a comedy, but like it takes its premise like pretty like seriously. Like I feel like if a movie like this was made now, it'd be very tongue in cheek. Like, ooh, look at us, we got a dinosaur. Isn't that weird, guys? Haha. And this film definitely kind of plays it straight. Well, even though it's a romantic comedy for the most part, but like still.
It's weird because like it plays it straight, but then it's also trying to be a comedy. It's like the teenagers are playing the concept super straight, and then like the villains are just being goofy as hell. Like they're just running around doing completely like silly, out of the ordinary stuff. Like
just what typical mad scientists do.
Yeah, it's
just taking brains out and putting them in animatronic dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And the story's like super all over the place. Because first it's like a romance, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like a revenge story, but that gets resolved almost like instantly. Now it's like funny, oh, we gotta find a new body, but now that we have to run from the police. And it's so weird.
It's a very odd film, I would say. And apparently, there's two cuts of this. So there's the main PG-13 cut, and then there's a gore cut that was released on Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah, that's the one I have. Tammy the T-Rex.
I watched the gory cut.
Tammy the T-Rex, this was the film that got me into, like, the Vinegar Syndrome boutique. Because I picked up the Blu-ray and I liked it, and I picked up the 4K later. And so I pretty much watched this in 4K as it was meant to be.
The way David Lynch intended.
Yep. I did not watch this on my
Wow.
fucking phone.
Are you implying something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Are you saying that you need to get real
Yes. And I'm not going to go any further. Yeah.
so you don't get yelled at more?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call up David Lynch, not by fucking phone. I'm going to send him fucking smoke signals. And you guys are going to get so much fucking trouble.
You'll send him like vibrations in the dunes.
Yeah.
And then the giant sandworm comes and attacks me.
Yeah. Tammy and the giant sandworm. Now that.
The sequel.
That's the sequel.
Yeah, they aren't able to find a human body, so they put Michael's
I mean,
brain
imagine
in a sandworm.
imagine the fucking like lengths she went to for a dinosaur. Imagine what would happen with a sandworm. And I'm not gonna get into that any deeper. Anyway,
That's a little.
Oh,
yeah, that's a
deeper, you
little
say?
too much.
but as I was saying, like, yeah,
Hmm.
like there's just so many wild things about this movie. Like, one of the funniest things to me is that like I know they kind of play the concept straight, but what's even funnier is that the movie itself even says that the dinosaur's an animatronic dinosaur. Like, they don't try to portray it as like a real T-Rex, which is really funny to me. It's so below the bar anyways. Like, you might as well just pretend it's a real fucking T-Rex at that point, you know?
No, they're like,
But-
okay, we can put a brain in an animatronic, but having like a real dinosaur, it's too unrealistic, guys. Well,
Yeah,
we
that's
need-
unrealistic. But if it's an
Yeah.
animatronic, maybe we can make it work.
Yeah, and then like the wild stuff just doesn't end after that point. Like putting the brain into it, and then like how like the lady falls in love with the T-Rex. It's like, I know it's her boyfriend in
that's
there,
the
but it's
that's
like,
the
Mhm.
implication.
come on.
Well, remember,
also
he was
just-
like trying to play charades with her to
yeah,
her to figure out
yeah.
it's me, Michael, without
Brain.
saying anything. It's Michael's brain.
Yeah. Oh, you're Michael's brain, not like that was the first response she had to this. Like, not, oh, you got turned into a T-Rex, or oh, what the fuck happened? She's
Oh, you're
like,
just the
"Oh,
brain."
Your brain. So goofy.
I mean, the animatronic itself's really like how they have it, because they show it. They had like tiny stubby hands, but then you got like scenes where freaking like when it escapes and it reaches and grabs like the payphone and just like brings
Yeah.
it up to its head.
Yeah, it's like, how is the arms doing that right now? Like it's so funny. You can clearly see it's just someone with like a separate hand off screen.
They're just wearing like the prosthetic, like a glove of it to
Yeah.
just
Oh,
reach
yeah,
over
one
and
of
do
those.
it. They do
Well,
that
I
a lot,
mean,
really.
It's
Like
got
they
a bigger brain, so it's able to function its arms a lot better. Is what I would
with
say.
the human intellect, it's able
It's
to
more
use
intellect.
the Tyrannosaurus body parts more efficiently than a normal T-Rex would.
Yeah, like when he went and like killed all of his college or high school peers. Yeah, that was something.
He
Like,
killed
what
all
the
the
heck?
guys who threw him into the wild animal park, which is in California, before they did the
Hey.
stupid fucking name change. It was originally called the Wild Animal Park, as we've seen, but like probably about like well over 10 years ago, they changed it to the San Diego Safari Park, and that's a way worse name.
Wow. So
Very upsetting.
Wait. You said that he killed the guys that threw him in there. Was it like, is that actually true? Because I was under the assumption that he was just killing a whole bunch of random people. That's why I was like, that's kind of fucked
Probably
up.
half and
Like,
half.
I think it had
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, Weasel,
Yeah.
he was there. He killed Billy. Billy was one.
Billy,
He
that
killed
one
the
yeah,
girl
I remember
that
he killed all
spilled the
those
beans.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed them. He killed
But I
that
think there was
one.
some random people as well, right? Like,
Yeah, there was. There was like that one random doctor and the other assistant that
Well,
the
they were
weird German dude had.
well, they were part of putting his brain in the dino, the big dino.
I mean, at the party, like,
Yeah.
didn't he
Oh,
like
we're
step
just-
on some random people, or
I
like...
think so. I always thought that was funny.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
were a
it's
few of
like
those too.
it's like this dude like just went on a massacre,
Or maybe it was
like killed a whole
intentional
bunch
because
of
he
people.
stuck out his little dino foot and he tripped them over. So maybe those
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
that's
happened to
Yeah.
guess
true.
it right, and those were also the guys. There's so many of them there when they dropped them off at the wild animal park. I couldn't tell everyone's faces.
Yeah,
What
and
if
then
he
he
was just like a
also
completely psychotic kid, and then like him being in the dinosaur animatronic was like the perfect excuse for him to just go and commit all these crimes.
just
Like,
to
what the
commit all
hell?
these crimes because you
Yeah.
can't get arrested if you're a dinosaur.
No, yeah, I guess not.
Well, you know that it does have his
170 IQ right
humanity.
there.
You know he has his humanity because he got the stereotypical gay black best friend, and he picked him up and dusted him off
Hmm.
and sent him on his way.
And he was like, I know you. You're Tammy's best
You're
friend, and I'm
Byron.
not gonna kill you.
His name was Byron, but it was more like
Byron.
Gayrin, am I right? Haha, clever.
Uh,
Wow,
nice.
so original.
Yep. I'm the first and the only man to ever have thought of that.
Yup. Definitely the only one. No one else has ever made that joke.
Yeah.
Representation.
Yep.
Bam.
And it's so weird because the film's like they didn't know if they want to have the black best friend or the gay best friend. They're like, why not both?
They
Not
just did
both.
both. Yeah, obviously completely stereotypical character there.
They got the best of both worlds.
They even had the cop dad that like clearly doesn't approve of who they are and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, the whole fucking cliche bag right there.
The classic black sheriff who's just done with this shit. Like, what the fuck? And the comedy of the force.
Yeah.
That one scene when he sees Tammy riding the dinosaur, he's like, I should have never left Detroit City.
Oh god, that was the
He's like,
goofiest effect of them
God.
all.
Damn,
Just
he found
fucking
out shit
Tammy
in
riding
Detroit.
on the dino, on the T-Rex.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was
is
great.
an amazing shot. Yeah,
Like
that is...
all the like dino effects where it's like clearly just like a computer thing that's like
Yeah, some
walking towards
computer
someone is all
generated.
goofy, but the one with Tammy riding him is the goofiest one of them all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, those ones in like the alleyway where he's like, yeah, those are funny.
Yeah, there's that one where, yeah, he gets out of the lab and goes to the
Yeah.
payphone and attacks that old lady.
Yeah, yeah. So he does attack
No,
random
he doesn't
people. What
attack the
fuck's
old
wrong with
lady.
him?
He just happens to be walking by. The lady just assumes that, but she's got to tell who she's calling the wedding numbers for like a horse race or whatever first. Oh, there's a dinosaur. Oh, it's coming at me. Oh, remember to bet on 5 and 7. Oh.
Go for Lucky Day. 500 clams.
Yeah, it's absolutely a wild movie. Like one of the wildest movies I've probably ever seen, which is crazy, like to say, but it's true.
I mean, I can never say I've never seen a movie with this kind of premise before.
Yeah,
That is true.
Well,
But
I
they
mean,
also-
you've seen body swap movies, but never like this, where it's
Yeah,
like,
this-
all right, so I'm gonna kill this teenage boy in the hospital with his girlfriend watching, so I can take his brain, put it in this animatronic dinosaur I have, and we're gonna see what happens.
No, we should probably explain how our good boy Michael ended up in a situation where his brain could be stolen to put into a T-Rex, because we've been skimming on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess we can go into that a little more, too.
Yeah, as much fun as it is
Oh.
talking about the T-Rex, we do have to talk about what he was before a T-Rex.
So before he's a T-Rex, he's a
He was a kind of a
football
little
crop
fruity little
top
dude,
wearing
though.
jock.
He's a what?
He's a crop
No,
top
what
wearing
Luka said.
90s jock. Oh,
Don't worry about what I said.
But you're the
that's
guest.
all.
We need to exploit you as much as possible for the episode.
I said he was kind of a fruity looking little dude. Like,
with the crop top on.
yeah, like who's a jock and wears that kind of shit? Like,
Well, it was the 90s. They didn't know any better.
that's true. That's
Yeah, I
true.
mean that was a very like 80s especially look in America where like dudes wear like crop top shirts with like very short shorts.
Damn, what happened? America fell off. Damn.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Society fell off.
Style
Yeah.
isn't what it used to
Shame.
be.
I know. Fashion was destroyed.
As soon as denim jeans were invented, everything fell to shit.
Everything changed when the Denim Nation attacked.
True.
And only the Avatar could help save the world. But when they needed him most,
He
he
vanished.
vanished.
But yeah, Michael is in love with Tammy, but Tammy's got an ex who is like way too into her and
What,
is a little
like very like stalkerish. Like, you are my property now, Tammy. And if you have Michael near you again, I'm gonna kill him because I'm that insecurely attached to you.
So naturally, after getting that warning, Michael goes to see Tammy, where he's spotted, and
Obviously,
Bobby gets called, and then he goes to kill him.
yeah, because those two girls were coincidentally at the right time driving past down the street and seeing, oh, Michael's here.
I love how Bobby shows up with like a whole fucking army of dudes, and then Tammy's
Yeah.
dad's just like, "Oh, don't call the police. I got this."
He's like, yeah, I got this. I'm the father of the house.
And he just opens
And
the
then
door.
he
They
like,
all just
opens
run
the door,
in.
They just all go in.
Oh yeah.
And then Michael's got her. And instead of trying to get in his car, obviously he just runs away. But then, a bunch of cars chasing him. Billy swings and hits him, and they put him in the trunk.
They drive
then
him to the
obviously-
zoo, and they have a
Yep.
nice time at the zoo and have a good time, and they settle their differences, and then the movie ends.
Oh yeah, that's what you think hopefully would have happened, but no, they basically leave him for dead, and he gets mauled by a lion.
No, that's what happens to the third cut of the movie.
There's a third.
The third cut, where basically just Michael and Billy become friends. They become gay lovers. That's why they put their hands on each other's balls in the beginning of the
that
movie.
was for the. That was why they were doing the testicle
Honestly,
tugging or whatever they called it.
This movie, like, kind of homoerotic. The bully
There's
hangs
some
out with a
undertones,
big
definitely.
gang of boys. The way they're all dressed, the fight scene in the beginning, like,
I don't know. Billy's gang had a couple girls, so it couldn't be all homoerotic.
It's because he's an
They need to be like-
inclusive.
it's true.
Billy
Oh.
cares about diversity in his gang, as long as they're all white.
Yes.
I think
Billy's
it's
woke,
wild
but not
that-
woke enough.
I think it's wild that this movie is like a movie all about a dinosaur, and then somehow they also managed to squeeze in a lion at some point in the
And
movie.
a jaguar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is.
and had like just a whole bunch
couple
of big cats.
big cats.
Like, yeah. It's like, the dinosaurs not enough, guys. We're also gonna put in a bunch of actual real big cats. That's something.
At least they actually had a shot of someone getting mauled by a lion. That was pretty cool. They actually got stunned because they could have easily just done Michael going ah, and then it cuts to a lion jumping at him, and then it's like a fade into him being like in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
but
they
they have some hunter dude coming in who like basically saves Michael's life for the moment.
Yeah, but we get a nice
Oh,
scene
yeah.
of the lion mauling a dude. The stunt double. The stuntman guy. I can't think of the
Mhm.
name. And then the hunter shows up and goes, and then I started blasting.
Didn't care if he shot Michael. He was just like, I see lion, I'm gonna start blasting with my
He was like,
pieces.
finally, I can start fucking killing these lions.
But yeah, after that, Michael is in the hospital in a coma. And then Tammy and Byron go to see him and they see his Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob, yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Bob, who's a drunk. And he's just sleeping there with them, maybe in a coma himself, but maybe not.
But then our villain characters show up. Dr.
Wackenstein
Wackenstein.
and the nurse. Oh,
Helga. I think.
Yes, Helga.
Yeah.
They show up, they fake his death by just unplugging his heart monitor.
And then he's like doing this
Oh,
like,
he's
weird
like,
resuscitation. He's like,
live!
clear!
Live!
Damn it!
Live! Oh, well, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Shit.
Looks up. He's dead.
Yep. Don't check the. Don't try and touch him. He's dead already.
I'm a doctor. He's dead.
I'm a certified doctor, and I am the most respected in my field. I know what I'm doing.
This makes Tammy and Byron pass out, which opens the door for them to basically just steal Michael.
Steal a human body. to take to their lab. Yep,
Yeah.
and then they start
Yeah, they
cutting off the top half of his skull.
Yeah, they take his brain out and they like.
Well, not before we get goofy boner humor.
Oh yeah, because he likes to talk about what muscle or what parts of the brain he likes to touch with
He's like,
the
oh,
scalpel.
oh,
He's
I
like,
can make
"Oh, this
him,
one's my favorite. Dick attack, dick attack, dick attack."
I can make him super extendo. Oh, but they
Then,
It's
yeah,
very funny.
very funny.
the horny jokes in this movie are really bad. Even that
Yeah.
one at the very end of the movie is like.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then it explodes
So
and sparks.
awful. I hope he dies in that scene. That would be pretty funny.
But
The
then how are
camera
we gonna
explodes
get
and it,
Tammy and
like,
the
fries
giant
his
sandworm
brain.
sequel?
Well, that is actually never gonna happen, probably.
We can only hope.
I mean, come on, he's a brain. You don't need Paul Walker in the movie anymore. I mean, Paul Walker was like what 6 in this movie? Like he's gonna
Yeah,
sound different, like older.
Yeah. They'll
We
probably
can't
get,
do
like,
it.
an
We'll,
AI to like
we'll do a
recreate Paul
Kickstarter.
Walker's voice.
We'll make a
We'll just
Kickstarter
deepfake
for
Paul
$1 million
Walker's face on
to
some
make this
actor.
sequel, and then
we'll
we'll
go
just run away
find
with the money.
Exact same.
Ooh.
We'll find the exact same T-Rex like thing, and then yeah.
Actually, thinking back on it, it's a kind of ironic that this film that has animatronic T-Rex also has a scene that happens at the wild animal park, because at one point at the wild animal park they had a special like dinosaur exhibit that had animatronic dinosaurs, including an animatronic T-Rex.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was it the specific this T-Rex though? Or was it a different one?
I have no idea because I was like super young when it was. I didn't
Oh.
know Tammy and T-Rex was a thing, but I'm going to say yes anyway.
Just
Because
make
I can't
assumptions,
prove
go
that
like,
it
yeah,
wasn't the same T-Rex.
true.
Wild Animal
Where
Park just has a
is-
T-Rex just in like a storage closet they bring out every once in a while.
I'm googling where they stole the animatronic.
Yeah, because before hopping on here, I was rewatching the dead meat kill count of this one, and apparently he was like the producer, executive producer, Etka Serlui. He told the director that he just had this animatronic T-Rex, and they had about like 3 weeks to use it before they shipped it off to some amusement park in Texas, and they were like, "Fuck it, let's make a movie."
We're making a movie!
And I know you made a classic in Mac and Me.
The movie honestly seemed like it was made in one day. Like
It did.
it really
They were
seemed
like, "Yeah, we're
they
just gonna."
started, like the timeline in which the movie takes place seems like the exact same time it took them to make the movie. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably about like 2 days the whole movie took place around.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, like maybe no, like one day pretty much. Oh no, wait, 2 days.
It was,
Yeah,
probably
there was about
2
two
days.
because there was the comatose day, and then
Yeah.
he's
it
wrecking
was-
havoc later that night, and he's like,
Yeah.
What's really weird, like, because you said it's been 2 days, but it feels a lot longer, because when they, after Tammy figured out that, Michael's brain is in the T-Rex, they decide, we'll just get your body back, and we'll put your brain back in, it'll be fine. But they go to the funeral, and they open the casket, and it's just a decayed corpse.
maggots.
Yeah, full of maggots and rats everywhere.
Yeah.
Hold
Like
on,
whoever
there's someone at
took
my
care of
door.
that body did a horrible job putting it down in the grave.
I gotta go. Someone ring the doorbell. I'll be right back. Just to
All
know,
right.
before
Oh.
you start talking smack about me, I'm the one editing this, so I'll know.
Wow.
Huh. I'm gonna still keep talking about it because if you remember, there's also those like viewpoints of like trying to find other bodies, and there's like a clip where Tammy's like, "What if you put it in this girl's body?" And Michael's like, "No." I was like, "You missed on a great opportunity, Michael."
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait. I do not get what you're saying. Are you making a sex joke?
No.
Okay. Okay, good.
No, it was just kind of funny that she was like, "What if you put you in this body?" And Michael's just like What are you talking about, Tammy?
Oh,
I'm
oh,
your
oh, that's what
boyfriend,
you're
not
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm back.
Mhm.
Sorry. I was so confused what you were
Yeah.
saying for a second. Yeah. They were like, "What if we put you in this girl's body?" Again, like Tammy doesn't mind experimenting. Okay.
Well, she says, I don't want a
No.
sister, I want a boyfriend. So really, Tammy was actually the homophobe of the movie the whole time. Maybe the real enemy was homophobia the whole time.
I think the real enemy was Tammy is weird. Tammy would rather date a T-Rex than date a woman.
That is
fucked
not
up.
very
Oh,
girl boss of her.
That is like an
that is very
anti-slay.
anti-woke.
Yeah. That is like you'd rather date an animatronic T-Rex that looks like it's been melted and like put through like 7 garbage disposals than a woman, just a woman. Wow.
I just want to note, did you guys notice how like the back lips of the T-Rex would like twitch upward occasionally in a scene? Like a
I
weird
did
little
not notice
malfunction.
that.
Is
But
it
yeah,
just
there's
me?
probably a lot of
Maybe.
weird stuff.
It's like it's not as bad of a malfunction as the fucking like
Mhm.
Garbage Pail Kids from the Garbage Pail Kids movie, but
Oh God.
like I kept noticing, it kept distracting me. It's like it broke my immersion.
I mean, I don't know there's much you could be immersed in within, like, the whole thing looks fake in general, so, yeah.
I mean, yeah, for like again, a movie called Tammy and the T-Rex. I mean, we're not expecting like, yeah, Citizen Kane or anything. We're just watching a movie with an animatronic T-Rex.
I mean, you can argue
and with those robotic movements, it's not going to always be perfect.
I mean, it is the Citizen Kane of Cuban dinosaur romance, revenge, comedy, romance films. Because it's the only one.
I want to talk about the poster and how, like, out of for a normal movie, like you get like these kind of posters that look like very misleading versions of what the movie really is. But honestly, like the poster for this film kind of encapsulates it all. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
The one with the bloody T-Rex and Tammy standing in front of it.
yeah,
Because that one's not the official. That's the Vinegar Syndrome cover.
Oh,
Wait, what?
really?
Really?
Yeah.
What's the
poster?
official now?
I think it's just Tammy like sitting on a T-Rex.
Okay.
Like that
Well,
one that's on
interesting.
Letterboxd, the default one. That's the Vinegar Syndrome cover.
That is the vinegar. Yeah, because I was trying to look on IMDb as well, and yeah, it's the same one.
Well, that's a cool
Okay, that's
poster, I
interesting.
It is a really cool cover. It's probably a big contributing factor of me getting that back then.
Oh, do you have the poster or the
Oh no,
Blu-ray?
I just have the I have the cool Lenticover one. You know, that gives it that
Okay.
3D effect and is fun to scratch
Mhm.
because it goes to that little
Oh,
thing.
cool.
Fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. It's very fun. I gotta see it crisp in 4K.
Oh shit, I found the original poster. Yeah, this looks like garbage compared to
That's probably the
the
one I'm
other
gonna use in
one.
the video.
I'll send it in the chat if you want to look at it, Cole.
Oh,
Yep, there we go. That's the one.
Yeah. Wow, that is
I love the tagline. He's the coolest pet in town.
honestly like the illustrated one looks like more enticing than this one. Like,
Well, that's probably because they have the gore cut on it, so they're allowed to be more gory with their cover. This one's like, okay,
I
we
just
gotta
mean
sell
in general, like if I saw Tammy and the T-Rex and the official posters, what I saw, I probably wouldn't want to watch the movie. But if I saw this cool, like, illustrated, like, cartoony kind of drawn poster, that's actually what made me want to watch the movie. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, it kind of draws you in a little more than this very generic 90s direct to home video kind of poster.
Yeah, literally.
With the weird fate of the doctor in the like bottom right corner where he's looking like he's creeping out of a cave or something.
So wait, in this poster they say he's the coolest pet in town. So now they're trying to say that he's a pet. So now we're trying to say that Tammy not only wants to fuck a T-Rex, but it's also a pet.
Yes.
That, you see, Tammy is really not making a case for herself right now as a cool protagonist. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Well, I'd argue our real protagonist is the dinosaur.
I'm here to support women's rights and wrongs, but this one is a bit too much of a stretch for me.
I guess.
Anyways.
Well, should we talk about the ending of this movie?
Do you want to talk about like the whole like shootout at the barn,
Yeah,
like
that's the
that
whole
bit
thing.
of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Because
so
we've
weird
kind of
because
brushed on everything else besides this bit, but yeah.
yeah, well
Sorry.
they successfully corner Michael and everyone at this barn, and but then Doctor shows up and is like, "I'm going to don't worry, that's my dinosaur, and I'm gonna shoot with a train." And then he just misses and gets killed like instantly.
The funniest thing is when like they shoot the dinosaur and then like it cuts to like the cops crying and it's like they were literally the ones that killed the fucking dinosaur. Like why are you crying?
They wanted her to
Like
ride the dinosaur. They saw
And they missed on
Tammy
that
riding it, and they're
opportunity.
like, "Damn, I want to ride that dinosaur." Now they can't because it's dead.
truly.
And yeah, Tammy's
Funny.
really upset, and then immediately next scene, she's perfectly fine back to normal. And we get revealed it's
Yeah.
because she's got Michael's brain.
And she like
She like
gives
hooked
it
it up
fluids
to a
to
camera.
keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like attached to a camera with his voice intact still too. And then she does
Completely
these
wild.
weird dancing strip shows.
Yeah, so
For
she
him.
does like a little dancey
Like a
dance
tea
for
show.
him at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, almost like a showgirls type of dance.
And then he has a brain blast, like Jimmy Neutron.
Wow.
And then he goes, "I can't wait to get him a new body."
Because I
Sequel.
can't take it anymore. And then it's the sandworm.
Yep, sequel, Sandworm. My idea of the sequel would be that they're transporting his brain to like the secret like facility to transfer over, but then the vehicle that's carrying it crashes and it falls into the sandworm area that they're experimenting on, which eats the brain, but his brain takes control of the sandworm, and then it goes like
Nice.
larger,
Wild.
and that becomes a problem.
I like that. I like that. I like the classic transporting to area, but something goes wrong. That's a good one.
Yeah, classic. Tammy and the Sandworm. Get hype, people. Kickstarter is
Tammy
going to be
and the
dropping later
Sandworm.
today. It's going to be right down
Guys,
below in the link
You
below.
just wait for that Dune 2 post-credit scene. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Dune Part 2.
We bribed a lot of
A
money for
T-Rex
Steve-O
walks
to put
over
that
the
in there.
dune.
Yeah, the T-Rex. You just see like it like cuts. There's like a dinosaur footprint in the sand dune, and it like pans up like the T-Rex is walking on it.
Yeah, and then Tammy's on it.
Oh,
The
yeah,
exact same
perfect.
effect as in the Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yes, the exact same shot, but over sand dunes.
Yep. Very, very fun movie. I'm also really
Very-
short. It's only like an hour and a half with like the gore
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah, we have been. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. But like, we have only been shitting on this movie, but it's very funny. Like, it's
It's
so
very
wildly
funny.
outrageous that like, it's hard not to enjoy just all the ludicrous stuff that's happening on screen. Like, it is hilarious.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta talk about my favorite. Oh, hey, they're making a movie shot, which is when Billy is banging the girl in the car, and they got the shot where they're following Billy walking over to the car, and then it goes before it pans up. It goes on the car, and you can see the dolly in the reflection of the car before it pans up.
I love those little kind of things you could point out and find.
I think because this is my second watch of this, and I could have sworn that in my first watch you can see the boom mic in one of the scenes in the warehouse in the dinosaur, but I forgot to check that, so I don't know. Because I usually, as you know, I get
That's
pretty
funny.
excited when I see a boom mic show up in these kind of movies.
Yeah.
Yep. But I don't know. Anything else you guys got left to say about Tame the T-Rex?
Not really.
Yeah, not really that much. I mean, we covered a lot of it.
I think it's definitely one of the most unique and more interesting bad dinosaur movies. Because when you think of bad dinosaur movie, you think of shit CGI and like, I don't know, something to do with dinosaurs in like kind of a conventional way. Like, oh, you know, the dinosaurs came back from the prehistoric age, or oh, we brought the dinosaurs back to life, or oh, blah blah blah. But has such a wild concept that makes it one of the better bad dinosaur movies?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Definitely one of the better
Yeah.
ones, I'd say. Definitely something you can watch with your friends and have a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like one of those perfect, just like movie night things you could just get popcorn ready
Yeah.
for and just be like, yeah, let's just watch a dinosaur movie and here we go.
Yeah, fun fact, Tammy the T-Rex is like the film that got my friends to let me recommend shitty movies again. Because I got them together, and I just want to know, in my defense, I brought like 10 DVDs when we all got together at one point, and they wanted to watch Ant Farm Dickhole, and then we did, and they fucking hated it, and they refused to watch any movie I pushed, any bad movie I tried to get them to watch, until Tammy the T-Rex, I forced them, and then they let me recommend bad movies again. So thank you, Tammy. You
Wow.
Yeah, you brought it
Tammy,
back.
you're really making margins right here.
Yep.
Well done.
Way
Even
to go,
if you
Tammy.
are a little homophobic, Tammy, because you won't date a girl.
Yeah, no, you're kind of problematic, but
You're
it's
on
okay.
thin fucking
okay.
ice, Tammy.
We're watching you, Tammy.
Yeah. We're gonna judge you based on your appearance in the second movie, Tammy and the
With the
Sandworm.
sandworm.
Yes, hell yeah.
Anyway, speaking of bad dinosaur movies with bad CGI, there's also the
Yeah.
second movie that Luka actually really wanted us to recommend, despite not seeing
did.
it.
I have to say I could not find a way to watch this movie again,
Like,
and I'm so sorry, but I do remember it because the way I found this movie, I don't even remember, but like I do remember, but I don't even remember what I was doing like on the day. I guess I was just surfing through TV, like cable TV, and I just randomly came across this movie. And this was like when I was a little kid, and like I was like hadn't seen any like really bloody kind of movies before, and this movie didn't scare me. Like even when I was a child, I was like, wow, I kind of know that this is a piece of shit. But it was a really entertaining thing that I randomly stumbled upon. Did you guys know about this movie before me
No.
or no?
I
Okay,
did not
good.
until I was DMing you about it. And then I looked it up and I saw like the cast list. Okay, I was like, okay, I definitely have to recommend this now.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a kind of hidden gem that I know about. I was the only person that knew about this movie.
Okay. I want to say in your defense, Luca, about not being able to find this, I had to jump through hoops to watch this movie.
Yeah, I could not find it anywhere.
I had to sign up for a sci-fi account, and then I got to sign up for like a separate second account on a different service, so I can get 3 credits to watch 3 movies on the Sci-Fi Channel, and that's how I watched it. It was like I spent like 30 minutes.
You better
piecing
use
this
those
together.
other 2 sparingly.
Yeah, I gotta save that for when we have you on again for like another random movie that you like watched once on Sci-Fi Channel.
You have to stream it for me then, because like there'll probably be no way I will find it. Yeah, like this movie is literally buried in the ground. It's quite literally a fossil of itself.
Yeah. But
yeah.
yeah. Before we continue, Cole, please explain to us our
yes.
basic synopsis of Triassic Attack.
Yeah, so Triassic Attack, a 2010 movie from the Sci-Fi Channel that has also produced other masterpieces like Bone Eater, Ice Spiders, Mega Shark vs.
Sharknado.
Giant Octopus, a bunch of classics in the sci-fi genre.
Very brave of you not to say Sharknado.
I said it.
Very bold and innovative. Well, yeah. Well, I was complimenting Cole, Luca.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's directed by Colin Ferguson, and it centers around this town in Oregon where Dakota is a Native American owner of like a museum of Native history, especially in town area, and he gets a little mad one night because this British dude at the local university is trying to basically take their land away for
More
university
college.
housing and all that, for other buildings to help their archaeology department. And he basically does a ceremonial ritual to resurrect a fossilized dinosaur. And it basically wreaks havoc around the town and the university. And it
No, he
also
was.
stars
He did. He
a
wasn't. He was doing a. I'm sorry to butt in and ruin your
okay,
explanation, but he wasn't trying to summon the dinosaur. He was trying to leak a protection spell, and it just so happened to bring back a bunch of dinosaurs
bring
to
back
life.
the dinosaur. Yeah. And it also stars Emilia Clarke pre Game of Thrones fame,
I didn't never
which
watch
was
Game
the
of
main
Thrones.
reason why I had to pick this, because I was like, oh my god.
I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I didn't have that kind of bias going into this.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I'm
no,
awful.
you're so
I haven't
cool.
seen Game of Thrones either.
Yeah, Cole, you're
And
the
honestly, it
weirdo
looks
here,
boring as
not
fuck.
Yeah,
us.
I'm the weirdo.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
Luca,
let's talk about
what
the
did you
real
think of
deal.
Triassic Attack when you saw it 20 years ago?
Yeah, so I need to like try relocate my thoughts of this film because like I don't know if it's just me. I mean, you guys are gonna have to tell me how well I remembered this. So I'm gonna run through a brief like
here it is.
scene thing in my mind
Luka
to see
story
how,
time.
yeah,
Ooh, get the popcorn.
how well I remember this. Okay, so I remember like okay, you're gonna have to deal with me here, guys. I remember it starting off in the museum place thing. I remember there's like some section in the woods, I think. I remember there's a section with like a party and there's like a inflatable pool and the T-Rex attacks them. And there's like a shot of the pool like full with blood and shit. I remember a really funny looking bad like CG pterodactyl bone thing like attacking this like small town and building. I remember the ending, like I remember something to do with lightning and that's how they killed the dinosaurs, I think. Yeah. How well did I do?
You're like half and half.
Yeah,
Half
but
and-
not
half
too
and half.
bad.
Okay.
Not awful
Okay.
enough. The film doesn't
Okay.
start in the museum. It starts with a flash forward of what's happening with titular characters running away from one of the
Getting
dinos.
chased by a POV dinosaur shot.
Oh yes, I think I remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
you're
running
ringing
away.
bells.
I'm trying to think.
And
Was it the raptor one?
Yeah,
or
the
I think it
little
was the
raptor.
raptor one.
Oh, it's one of the cops, right? She's running away from the raptor thing, I think.
Yeah, it's a cop, his ex-wife,
Yeah,
and then the trailer park boy.
Yeah, that
Yes.
dude.
Oh yes, it's all clicking back to me now. I remember this. And they're like in like the woods and stuff. And there's like I think one like kills like a cow or something.
Not yet. That happens
Not
later.
yet. Okay. Okay, but it does come. Okay. It's all coming back to me, guys. It's coming back to me. So yeah, what did you guys think of the movie?
It's like I don't know. As I've said in my review, this reminded me a lot of Bone Eater, which I found was funnier.
A sci-fi classic.
Yeah. Well, I own Bone Eater on DVD, but Bone Eater has a somewhat similar story with like construction guys want to work on a thing, and there's protesters because it's on Indian land. And they inadvertently bring up a evil bone monster that like attacks. Though
Okay.
Bone Eater, I think, is kind of funnier. I mean, fucking Bone Eater is great. The creature, I think Bone Eater is awesome. And there's a lot of boring, and similar to it, there's a bunch of boring dialogue where people talk and things happen.
Yeah.
But enough about Bone Eater and how we should have watched Bone Eater. We're
But
here talking
it
about
doesn't
Triassic
feature
Attack,
dinosaurs, okay?
Yeah.
the first dinosaur type movie.
Yeah, back to Triassic Attack. Yeah, so then after, we get this like
Where they
jump ahead to the dinosaur chase with the raptor. We go back to a bunch of people protesting about the buying of native land, and this British dude's like, "Oi, we need this for the university, eh?" Oh, Tom's gonna be really mad about this, isn't he?
He's like, "Oh, you mean me fish and chips for my university? I'm gonna get me
We
some beans and toast."
we're gonna
Wow.
yeah we're gonna use this for the archaeological department, eh?
We're also
And
gonna need to
we'll
play some
also gain the
football
reservation
and
lands
play some croquet.
and sip on tea also, and
I'm
while
gonna need my
munching
tea.
on crumpets.
Well,
Well,
we're gonna be
speaking
banned
of,
from film club forever now.
Yep.
Speaking of blatant racism, this movie I remember having quite a lot.
Yeah, especially around Native American people.
Yeah.
Well, and it was even weirder when you hear Emilia Clarke still with her British accent for most of the time and wearing Native American gear, but she said she's a fourth Native American though in the movie, but I see through your charades, movie. I see through your
Yeah.
charades.
Okay, carry on explaining. I wanna
Yes.
see what I remember of this. Yes.
Yeah, because I basically wrote this down like plot point for plot point. Let's
Okay. Good.
British guy. Yes, people are angry, and then there's some tensions between our main cop sheriff man, Jake, Roundtree, I think his name was.
It's
and
like Roundtree.
Yeah, like Roundtree and Emma, they're like separated, is what they were
They're
saying.
separated, but not
fully
officially
divorced
divorced.
yet.
Emma's banking the, I guess, our
Yeah, she's banging the
antagonistic
British
guy.
dude because he likes archaeological department too, and she's an archaeologist, and he's like, "Hey, what if we like meet up or something?" You know? Yeah, and then their daughter is Emilia Clarke, or Savannah in the movie, and she goes to a college frat party with her boyfriend. Matt, I think, was the dude.
Yeah.
And then there's just that stereotypical frat bro guy with
dude,
like,
bro, let's hang
"Yo,
out, and then you
bro."
can see my penis.
Yeah, and then go butt chug this beer keg here, bro. That's your first hazing ritual. Yeah, do it right now. Upside down. Keg stand. Beer enema.
And then the
Okay, bro?
sheriff shows up, and sheriff's like, "All right, break it up. You are my daughter. You're my daughter, and you will do as I say, because I know best." And he's like, "Dad, you're so
And I'm
controlling."
Your cop dad. And then he's like, "Yo, bro, your daughter's here. How about that's some bad parenting, bro. What you
He's-
gonna do about it?" And
he was
he's
like,
and then the
"Fuck
cop's
you."
kind of going, "I can arrest you because you're giving alcohol to minors without IDing them. So, checkmate." He's like, "Ooh, boom, roasted, gotcha."
So is this
Yeah.
what the pool party thing is, or is that not
The
yet?
pool party's a little.
Yeah, it's a
later.
little bit further. That's
Okay.
when the dinosaur brought back to life. We should probably talk about the dinosaurs actually.
Yes,
coming back
I
to
was
life.
gonna bring up the
Yeah.
dinosaur because
I don't even think we brought up the
Sure.
protest either that happens at the start.
I talked about the protest.
We
Oh,
did?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I must have
because
been zoning out.
We
That's
briefly
when we went through our
through
whole
it.
British tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Our
guess.
very on the spot, non-offensive British accents.
Yeah, I was too distracted by being offensive to like actually voice my things about that.
But yeah, he put his uncle Dakota.
Oh,
He does a shitty job keeping him in the jail cell. He has him on the bed, but it's like the cell's just open.
he's just like, "Okay, leave, get out of here."
Yeah, you can get out of here. We'll drink a beer together, and you can just leave.
He's like, "You do not care about our ancestors." And he's like, "You sell rubber tomahawks."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
got
what are
him.
you doing to honor our heritage? So
Right.
leave, please. I don't want to see you anymore.
So naturally, he
And then
destroys the
he
entire
basically-
museum.
He does what kind of Tommy Wiseau does at the end of the room, where he just starts going around breaking shit around the museum.
And then he pulls out the Necronomicon and is like, "Well, time to bring out the demons."
Hell
I
yeah.
need to bring back this spiritual demon to protect our land. And then, oh boy, it gets possessed in these dinosaurs
It's like,
fossils.
wait a minute, they got possessed.
Damn it.
The evil demon did something evil? I didn't anticipate
What?
this.
I could have not seen this coming.
And then
I'm surprised.
dinosaurs fly around and do stuff for like an hour.
Well, one dinosaur flies around.
Yeah.
The other ones are running around. Yeah, you got like the T-Rex, the pterodactyl, and the raptor.
I remember the pterodactyl looking the shittiest out of all of them. I mean, I know they all look bad.
I mean, yeah, they
Don't
all look shitty,
Don't
but
they all like transform into like one big dinosaur
Two.
at the end or something?
Two of them do.
the pterodactyl and the T-Rex, they kind of
Yeah.
They morph into the
Yeah.
Jokersaurus.
morph.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was remembering. That was something.
That was something. I actually kind of got excited seeing that because I was like, yes!
You're like,
something
yes,
even
the
more funny."
Jokersaurus. The Jokersaurus before Jokersaurus was a thing.
Yeah, before Colin Trevorrow stole the idea. But we're skipping way ahead into the movie about Jokersaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to backtrack. So yes, the demonistic spirits possess these dinosaurs, and it apparently gives Savannah like nightmares. Like it does that kind of stereotypical
She's got a
where it'll like have
spiritual
that weird
vision.
cuts where she's like, "Huh, what? No,
Oh,
this could
oh,
be real. Oh no!
oh no.
Oh, oh, what a horrible dream. Glad that's actually not happening, but it does.
Oh damn.
Oh no.
So is it like a premonition kind of thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's premonitions and
Because she's part Indian, so she can get those things. That's how it works.
Mhm.
Wow.
yeah, because she said in the movie she's a quarter Native American, so
So that's why it's okay for them to call her Sacagawea throughout the movie.
and Pocahontas.
And yeah, in Pocahontas.
Oh my goodness.
I know, totally not
Lovely.
offensive whatsoever.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. As most of Twitter will say, this was comedy before the left ruined it. Look at what they took from us. Calling Native American people Pocahontas and Sacagawea. Comedy's never been the same.
But yes.
I just kind of want to point
Yes.
out that I think all the deaths in this movie are really, really weak because no one of like ever significance dies in it.
No. It's just all the
Yeah,
people you
no.
kind of want killed
It's
to
just
die.
all the boring no names. Like the most important character that dies in
frat
this
bro.
movie is the frat bro, who
Yeah,
is just
the,
a
like, yeah,
stereotypical frat bro.
Who's just, yeah.
If you want to establish better stakes, you gotta kill someone important, so that way we can go, oh, our main characters can die. This was like kind of
Yeah,
like my
they-
complaint in Suicide Squad, wasn't it? How there was no real tension because they never carried off a big important character.
What do you mean? That guy that had the rope.
The man who can climb
Oh,
anything.
the guy who climb anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
what do you
I
mean?
was
He was a
very
total-
traumatized when he died. He was my
Yeah.
favorite. I mean, he could climb anything. Like, that was the coolest thing ever. I mean, yeah, you have like a guy who's like a humanoid crocodile and another dude that can shoot flames out of his hands, but the man who can climb anything, I knew
Couldn't climb out from the grave.
he was important. And they lost a huge contributor when he died by the wrist of Rick Flag's detonators.
Yep.
Rest in peace, man who can climb anything.
Ripperoni. But enough about Suicide Squad. Let's talk
Yes,
about a film that
we're
wants you to
going
make
away
you
from-
commit suicide.
With Suicide
Ha, ha,
Squad.
Wow.
Haha.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
they're out and about. The dinosaurs attack the party they're at, and they kill some
Yeah.
people.
Well, yeah, there's like the frat hazing in the forest area.
There's the archaeological dig where like two people get killed by the pterodactyl.
And they're just in like there's like a bloodied arm in the trees, and like, how did she get up there?
She must have
Not
jumped
even-
really high and got
yes,
stuck on
I
the tree.
remember
Yeah,
this.
she-
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, she must have jumped really high. I mean, there's no other way she got up there. I can't put two
Case
and two together.
closed.
Like, is she dead or is she okay? I mean, just hang in there. And then out of panic, Emma's like, "Hey, honey, I know we're like on the verge of divorce, and I wouldn't be calling you in any other situation if it wasn't important, but can you keep eyes on these dinosaurs or come over here, because I kind of need you now." And then he does come over after he's like, "Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm at this other thing that work called me for, but I mean, it's you, so I guess I can."
I don't
And
know
then
this.
yeah,
No, you finish. You say your line.
okay. Yeah, I
Read the line
literally
of the
wrote,
script, Cole.
oh yeah, stick to the script. Right, right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. Yeah, so then they start, well, and then Emma also mentions that I let our daughter go on that thing with her boyfriend that you're not big on because I'm because
Because we
the
need
reason,
conflict in the movie.
yes, we need conflict, and she also promised to do laundry for like 2 months. So yeah, I went on that promise, and now I don't know where she is. And then I tried calling her on the phone, but she's not there because her phone's, go figure, gone, and the dude's phone gone
On.
because he left it back there because they were getting attacked by a dinosaur.
Oh
So
no.
yes, Mr. Sheriff Jake Roundtree, being the good dad he is like, "Can you keep tracks of my daughter? What is she like, honey? What was she wearing?" And then he's like talking about what, yeah, her like, she's wearing her like swimsuits, and she's like, "How do you know what she wears? Like, who does the laundry? Not Savannah, obviously.
See, this
And
film's
how are you gonna promise
progressive
her with
because the
two?"
man does the laundry, not the woman.
Ooh, yeah, more progressive than Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Yeah, got him.
Checkmate, Denise Richards. Bam. But yeah, they like just go around, like both of them, like Savannah and Matt, and then Jake
Savannah,
and Emma,
get
they're
Dakota.
both going different ways. Yeah, Savannah and Matt go to Dakota, and
The
Dakota's like, "Hey, I fucked up. I'm the problem,
It
but
turns out
I
we
will
should have let
find
them
out a
destroy our
solution.
land.
The white people were right all along. We should have given it to the university."
I'm surprised you guys are remembering all these people's names. That's really impressive.
Oh yeah, I usually don't.
I try to write them down, and I also have the like cast names up, so it does kind of help a little bit.
Like if I had $1 for every time I referred to a female character as girl, I'd have probably like $10.
Misogyny.
Nice.
Wow. Got the script here, guys.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Mm. Oh,
Um,
good.
Okay, what's your next line?
Okay. My next line is it appears I have no more lines. It just says improv from now on.
Oh fuck.
Well,
Yeah, sorry, I got kind of lazy at that point. I was tired. I usually don't have to write 3 scripts. I usually only 2. So just gonna have to go for it.
okay. I know we're going through all the plot beats and stuff, but there's a lot to this movie. I need to know what happens that gets them to the end part with the lightning now. Okay, this is the part that I kind of remember in my mind. I swear like they like blow it up with electricity.
Okay,
or
so what it
something.
is Dakota goes like,
Yes.
"Yo, there's like I can use a spell that can like destroy the evil spirits
Oh, it's a
with
spell?
like
Okay.
lightning."
It's one of those like ritualistic ceremonial spells he
Oh,
does, where he's like trying to summon lightning to
nice.
basically blow up the fossilized dinosaur. And
And how do they morph into two dinosaurs again?
Well, these
Um,
dinosaurs aren't any dinosaurs. They're dry bone dinosaurs. Where they break apart, they'll form back together. And pretty
Yes,
much,
I remember that now. Yeah,
and pretty
yeah.
much
Yeah.
at one point they knock down 2 dinosaurs at the same time,
with
and they morph
RPG
together
fire, and then
into
they
the
morphed.
Jokersaurus.
Oh, that's the bit of like the town, right? Like the university or like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like on the
Yes,
university, and he calls like
yeah.
these ROTC members to be like, "Hey, I know you're like very inexperienced and you don't know what the fuck is going on, but
I need you to blow some
trust me
shit
on
up for
this."
me.
I'm
Which is
surprised how
even-
much of this movie I remember since I watched it like who fucking knows how long ago when I was a child.
I mean, once you've seen a movie like that, like it kind
Yeah,
of
I mean, once you've
somehow
seen Triassic
gonna
Attack,
You
you
never
know, like
forget.
trace back into your mind and be like,
When you
oh
pop your
yeah.
Triassic Attack cherry, you can't like re-break it.
once you go Triassic Attack, you can't go Triassic back.
Hey,
Hey.
Lamau, got him.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. But
Nice.
yeah, the spell doesn't work. They aren't
Uh,
successful. So the cop guy's like, fuck you, we're just gonna use regular ass electricity.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the power grid. Well, actually, don't forget, Matt and Dakota get kind of tossed around by the dinosaur,
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, let's you guys
and they're
stay
like
here. Goodbye, side
apparently,
characters. The main characters
yeah,
are busy.
on the verge of, I don't know, like they're in pain on the verge of death, maybe, but the British guy's like, I guess someone's got to stay to watch them, and I
Watch them
guess
die
it's
of
me.
ligma.
No, it's Sugandis.
No, it's ligma.
No, it's not. It's Sugandis.
Which one are they dying of, Luka?
they're dying of um being in a Z tier movie syndrome.
Okay.
That's practically ligma. I win.
What?
Got him.
Bullshit.
But yeah, they just destroyed them with like the power grid. They blow up Jokersaurus, and then the raptor shows up later, which then they just blow it with electricity again.
Which also, when they're like holding the two cords together, they get like a little electrocuted, but not like where it might kill them because, they're only messing up with a power grid.
Yeah, it's not
like
that much
anything important or
electricity.
anything.
It's,
Yeah, like nothing with enough electric voltage that could kill them 10 times over.
nah.
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 Apparently, they're very invincible to it.
No, they jumped up the air. It only works if you're standing on the ground. When they did, they jumped up in the air, so they were good because they weren't grounded.
Okay.
And
Got
the
it.
film ends with them deciding, you know what? You get to keep the museum because you know what? When you summon those dinosaurs, it taught me a valuable lesson. And then we get a good end. And the cop and their wife gets back together, I guess, because I guess almost getting killed makes you horny.
Yeah, and then they also reopen the museum, and the British guy's like, just like the Grinch, my heart grew 3 sizes this day, and that's how you become less of a greedy asshole.
Hello? Just like the Grinch, my heart grew 3 sizes that day. Now for them, I'm gonna go play some rugby.
Rugby's way better than your guys' whatever it's called.
Well, of course you would say that because you're wrong.
Well,
'Cause you're
of
not
course I'd say that
American.
because I'm not from a country that sucks my own pee-pee.
Well, that sounds like a you kind of problem, buddy.
Wow.
I guess if there's one thing I can compliment about this film, I appreciate that they didn't make
funny.
No, not
It's
really.
a very, still kind of goofy movie, even if it's very bad.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was for the most part kind of boring.
It's like a sci-fi original, and I kind of like the charm to it, even with like the very shitty CGI and special effects. It's still kind of funny to look at because you're like, huh?
I remember as a kid, like, absolutely, like, thinking that,
This was the best movie ever.
that the dinosaurs were
No.
real.
that the dinosaurs looked like completely horrific. Like,
You probably
that's-
got hit with the baby uncanny valley thing.
Ooh,
yeah,
maybe.
I thought they were really funny looking horrific though. I was like, this is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, two things. The thing I want to say before I was rudely interrupted was I appreciate how the British guy wasn't just generic evil. Ooh, I'm just doing this all for money. And I don't care about the Indian burial ground I'm going to destroy. And then they kill him off
Wow.
because that's what I was thinking was going to happen. And also, the next thing, which follows your point talking about sci-fi movies, is like I kind of prefer they're more like group of like 10 people go to like a place and get killed off one by creature or ghouly like thing. Like there's this like I don't remember the title. I wish I did, but there's like a sci-fi movie that has like a cast of over like 20 people, and they're just getting killed off by these like ghost outlaws in this like ghost town,
What?
western ghost town.
Is this a sci-fi movie?
I remember seeing it on Sci-Fi, and there's like over 20
Okay.
people in this fucking movie, and they just get killed off one by one throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, it's always the weirdest thing where they like try to make like a proper story in these movies, because it's like no one is watching these kind of things for that. We just want to watch some fun stuff.
We just want to watch some lowbrow special effect on the same budget as the Evil Dead was, but not as funny, but still has charm to it.
I'm sure these movies have a lesser budget than the first Evil Dead. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. They made
It's
it.
probably a couple $1,000s less, or just $1 to make it seem like, oh yeah, we actually put money in this. We totally didn't just go for free labor on this movie at all. No, we had $1.
I mean, people
Split
kind
evenly.
of like underestimate actually how much the first Evil Dead was. It was like 400K, which like I know isn't a lot for a movie, but I think the sci-fi movies are actually probably made for like $10. Like
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, not a
like
It's just like the scraps at the bottom of the barrel, and they're like, here you go. Now go make an hour-and-a-half long movie for our channel.
yeah, they paid like each cast member like $10, and then like the movie's like post-production costs like another $10. And like
They just pay them with
it.
that Trident triple stack gum.
Yep.
They just
like,
get like
here,
one
I'll
of
just
like
clean the
the
gum.
they get like one of like the producers like sons to like edit the special effects like on a green screen. Yeah.
Yeah, because he walked past his room one day and saw he was like working on Adobe Flash Drive or Microsoft Paint or something. He's like,
Yeah, he was
hey
like, oh,
son,
shit.
can
Hey,
you
want a job?
edit this movie for me here? It'll only take
Yeah,
like 5
literally.
minutes because we only have like an hour and a half of footage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
we shot it
here
all
you
in
go
order.
at it.
We shot it all in order and did one take for each shot. So yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Here you go. And then he's like, boop, 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 done.
He's like, Scooby
There you go, Dad.
Thanks, Sam.
And now it's ready for the Sci-Fi Channel.
All right, we did it.
Yay.
Anything else you guys had to say about Triassic Attack?
It's a movie.
I like that I am the only person on the planet that knows about this. Well, now a bunch more people do, but I like that I was the one.
Yeah,
that,
you tripled
that had
it.
the
You tripled it, Luka.
inspiring story.
Oh, yeah.
about finding this hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what can I say? I just have to share it with the Nefarious 3. What can I say?
Yeah. Yeah, so now you're officially leaving Far Off Films and we're becoming the Nefarious 3.
Yep.
Oh,
Nefarious
God. I don't know if I could do
Reels.
that. I don't know if I could watch so many bad movies. I would die.
I mean, Timmy's the backup, so.
Yeah, we can always get Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy watches enough bad movies.
Timmy's
If you-
probably
if
not
you,
happy.
If you were gonna convince someone,
Oh,
I mean, there are a lot of times Timmy gets a little too angry about movies like that, though.
well, yeah, the thing is, Timmy, he doesn't seem to enjoy watching bad movies, but then he always ends up watching bad movies.
True.
Yeah. He's probably not very
Sorry,
happy
Timmy,
that you got.
Sorry for the call out, but it's true.
He's probably not gonna be happy knowing that we just let you pretty much like pick the theme, and you got your
Basically.
movie picked, and you got like a really good one, and he got stuck watching That's My Boy, and I'll Be Home for
And I'll be home
Christmas.
for Christmas.
You know,
And then Tom gets stuck with watching Showgirls again.
I had my demands. Well, Tom likes Showgirls, so
Yeah. Well, that's why we
yeah,
had
he
him
gets to
on.
watch movies he liked.
Well, he did have to
and
watch
I
Swept
guess
Away
he did get
though.
to watch Swept Away.
You didn't even
Yeah,
watch
So,
Triassic
yeah.
Attack. You only watched Tammy and the
That was-
T-Rex, and we still
That was
had
so
you on.
weird. No, like I found out about like the original Swept Away like maybe a week before you guys did the video, and it looked like a really cool movie. And then I saw you guys like like all review it on Letterboxd, and I was like, what the fuck? Why are they hating on this movie so much? And then I found out that there was a remake that you guys were talking about. And I was
With
like, oh my
Madonna.
god.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like,
I tried to
oh,
get
okay.
you on for that because I was like, oh,
I
Luca has the
know.
original favorited. Let's get her to watch the remake.
But
you
then
shut
you
it
were like,
down.
no,
I was
because
like,
I want
no.
to talk about dinosaurs.
Unless it has dinosaurs in it, I don't want any part of it.
I mean, hey, it worked.
But it did work.
I made my demands. They were met. I showed up. I did the
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
And I did a pretty damn good job remembering a movie that I saw like 10 plus years ago.
When you were a
Very
baby.
true.
Yeah.
Well, I guess with that we get to the judging part. Cole,
Oh, yes.
take it away.
Yes. So after now we've talked about the movies, now we get to decide which one of the two was the best. And this will not count anywhere towards the retro modern or Ninja and Me counter though. So
yes it does.
well, that means I automatically win then.
Yeah, you want to make it. I think I complained about that last episode.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna like make a new thing for it on my list.
Mm-hmm.
On the official list because I'm the guy with it on Letterboxd.
Wow.
But enough stalling for time.
Okay.
Cole, or Luca, which of these two do you prefer? Even though you only watched one, so there's really only one choice to pick.
Well, I have watched both of them in my lifetime.
Yeah,
so...
but not recently. Well, not one of them recently.
And I think, I mean, they're both quite wild and bizarre, but Tammy, I think, it has a special charm to it, you know.
Yeah,
even if she's homophobic.
Yeah, even if she's not the greatest role model, the movie as a whole has a special charm to it.
Yes, I will also be picking Tammy the T-Rex. It's one of the rare bad movies that breaks out of my 4 out of 10 maximums I usually set for bad movies.
Wow.
Because it's that good.
Amazing.
Yep, I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Tammy.
Yep. Tammy
go off,
made
Tammy.
me go hammy.
But yes, I was also gonna take my vote to Tammy and the T-Rex as well, because what other movie are you gonna see a human brain in an animatronic T-Rex and just start biting people's heads off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
right, you can't.
Not until Tammy and the Sandworm.
Oh, and the Sandworm, right.
Because that's when they bring the T-Rex back to fight the Sandworm.
Yes.
Oh, true.
Anyway,
Yeah, I can't wait for when we do that.
It's going to be great. But now we get to move on to questions. Remember, if you have them, ask them so we can answer them. And whoo boy, we got a lot of super cool, very epic questions.
Dank
for
questions.
Very dank, very girl boss questions. Got about like 6 of them. We'll start with Mattias. Best and worst dinosaurs.
Oh, perfect question.
Okay, so let's start with best, and then we'll just do worst afterwards. So this might be maybe I don't think it's that controversial, but I feel like recently it kind of is. But I think that the Tyrannosaurus Rex is probably one of the best dinosaurs. I think everyone shits on it now because it has the like everyone says overrated, but like it's a big dino. It's a big dinosaur. And it goes roar. It's got the big jaw.
You want to know what's better than a T-Rex? Spinosaurus. Way more sleek than a T-Rex. Has cooler features. Is more badass.
Big. It has spikes on its back. Whoop-de-doo. So yeah. So do iguanas. So do lizards. It's not special.
Well, a T-Rex is just a big lizard. So.
Yeah, but it's standing on 2 legs. That's cool.
Well.
How many lizards do you know stand on 2 legs, Luca?
A frilled lizard from Australia.
That doesn't count because it usually goes on all 4s.
Well, you also have a water runner, whatever those guys are called, the ones that can run on water.
Okay, but like the Tyrannosaurus is really big. It's bigger than a Spinosaurus.
Like it's a cool dinosaur. It is a cool dinosaur.
The T-Rex is the biggest out of all of them.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Wait, what's the biggest one then?
Probably Stegosaurus.
There's something called a Giganotosaurus. People like to call it Gigantosaurus. That's bigger than a T-Rex.
Honestly,
Oh, I thought that was
Uh,
just a thing in the Jurassic World movies.
No, it's a real
It-
dinosaur.
oh, it's an actual real one. It's not like that
Yeah, yeah.
weird hybrid, whatever they try to make it.
No,
And
no, it was a
okay,
real dinosaur. Yeah.
I think the
Um,
Stegosaurus is pretty cool. Actually, I like its really long
Stegosauruses are
neck.
cool.
See, we can't agree.
Yeah.
The Stegosaurus is pretty cool. What about you, Cole? What are some of your best dinosaurs you think?
well, first one for me that came to mind was the Velociraptor,
Because it can fly. Very cool. Flying
and it's
dinosaur. That is very cool.
very fast.
Okay, wait. You see, you might have this misconstrued. Do you like the Velociraptor? Because the Velociraptor is actually a small little pesky chicken. The ones that you're thinking that Jurassic Park calls Velociraptors are actually like, oh fuck, what are they called? Like they're like a different species of raptor. They're like a bigger, I think they're called like Indoraptors or something.
Oh,
Yeah. So the Jurassic
maybe
Park
that's what I
raptors,
meant.
the Jurassic Park raptors are actually not scientifically accurate. Actually.
Oh,
but none of the Jurassic Park fucking Oh wait, no,
checkmate,
the
Steven
Indoraptor's
Spielberg.
the fucking shit from the Jurassic Park movie. Never mind.
Oh,
What am I?
who's the big shit talker now? Who's the
Fuck.
wrong dumb person now?
I am wrong. Oh my god. What are they called? Oh my word. If the name comes to me,
Yeah,
I will
whatever
think
those
of it.
raptors are, I will say, are probably my favorites because they got the one
I
real
remember. I
big
remember.
claw. Oh,
They're called Deinonychus. That's what they're called.
Deinonychus.
I heard you type
Yeah.
on the computer. You looked it up. You cheated.
Yeah, I was looking it up. Because I wanted to remember it. But that's what they're actually called, Deinonychus.
All right, now let's move on to worst
Wait,
dinosaur.
wait.
Oh, no, you got
I
another
just
one?
want to give a shout out to a Brachiosaurus. I think they're very cool.
Okay, now let's move on to worst dinosaurs.
Worst dinosaurs.
Worst dinosaurs. I've always thought the raptor, the smaller raptor ones that run really fast and hunt in packs. I always thought those were pretty overrated.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Compiers? Those are assholes.
Like they're like every time is like I feel like every like cheap dinosaur movie always makes like the raptor like the main dinosaur. It's like, come on, like be more original. I get it. Ooh, raptors run fast. They hunt in packs. What else is new?
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm
really
just trying
else are like actual terrible dinosaurs.
Yeah. I don't know if I used to play a lot of Ark. It's a game that I really liked. It's like a game where you pretty much just tame dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to think of what were the most like annoying dinosaurs to deal with in that game. A lot of them weren't actually dinosaurs, they were like birds and spiders and shit. But oh, actually, in that game there was this really annoying dinosaur called like a Microraptor, or like I pretty much what you're talking about, or like a Trudon. And they would like come up to you and they'd like paralyze you and like take you off your mount and just like yeah, they were super annoying. They were really annoying.
What about you, Cole? Got any worst dinosaurs?
I don't really honestly have a worse dinosaur.
Mhm.
There's nothing that really comes to mind that I'm like, oh, this one's overhyped or something. It's just like, they're all dinosaurs. They're all the same to me.
Probably the ones with like the weird bills. They're probably one of the worst. Like if you're a dinosaur, you're supposed to look cool, not derpy, you know.
Yeah, it is true. All right, next, a question from Timmy. What is the worst Jurassic Park / World movie? The answer is Jurassic Park, the first original, because it's the
Whoa.
only one I've seen. So therefore, it's the worst one. But it's also the
But
best
at
one.
the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jurassic Park's one of my favorite movies. So, as the Jurassic Park connoisseur, I have to say that the worst one is Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. Absolute
But is that the second one?
dumpster fire.
That's the
That's
second
the-
Jurassic World, yeah.
Yeah. Did I say Jurassic Park? I'm sorry.
You
I
did
meant
say
Yeah.
Park.
World. Okay.
But no,
Jurassic
I got what you
World,
meant though.
sorry. Yeah. The second Jurassic World movie, the one with the volcano, that one is the worst one.
Yeah, that
That
one
is
is
the worst one by a
pretty bad.
right.
I would definitely agree with that one. The recent one, Dominion, was also
That one was
very
also bad.
boring. Like
I
it didn't even
remember.
focus on the dinosaurs. It focused on like
I
locusts.
know, it was so dumb.
It
I
was like,
remember
how are you
enjoying
making it?
that one more than the other one though, but I don't know if that was because it's more recent and I saw it in the theater.
Mm,
But I remember both of those are pretty fucking bad movies.
hmm
Like
Yeah, and Dominion tried to get way too nostalgia baity because they were like bringing back Laura Dern and
yeah,
Jeff Goldblum and
it
the
was
other
not it.
guy whose name I can't remember. And they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
Malcolm.
remember them?"
The guy from Possession.
No, that's Alan Grant. That's Alan Grant.
That's a different guy? Could have sworn it's the same person.
No, it is the same person.
Oh.
They're both the same actor. I always get surprised when I see Sam Neill in a movie.
Sam Neill, thank
Like,
you.
you just go, oh,
It's
you're
like-
not dead yet?
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh shit, Sam Neill, you're still alive and kicking. Hell
You're
yeah.
You're still doing movies? Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Why though?
I like the dude.
Money.
He's a cool dude.
We've
Cool dude.
got to have money.
And I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, I think people shit on Jurassic Park 3 too much. I think it is a perfectly bad but good also dinosaur movie.
I
Feature
would-
recommendation.
I feel like I've seen it, that one and The Lost World, but it's been like forever. I was probably super young when I saw those.
The Lost
probably.
World actually has some really cool moments, and so
And
did
I
Jurassic Park 3, honestly.
Definitely want to rewatch those.
But yeah, there's that funny clip of the dinosaur talking in Jurassic Park
Alan.
3. Yeah, Alan. Yeah, perfection.
Yep.
Masterpiece.
All right.
Next question.
Yes.
Okay, this one will probably be quick. JJ asks, name the first food that comes to mind when you're hungry. Firehouse subs, because they are really good and I like them. And when I get hungry, I go, man, you should get a Firehouse sub.
When I'm hungry, I think I try have like a visual. I have like I try like picture in my mind what is in my fridge, and then I go from there. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. What can I make? Okay, that's what I'm gonna make.
Okay,
and then that's
Luka.
what I think of.
You're hungry right now. What are you thinking of?
Well, right now there's nothing in my fridge, so probably cereal.
Nice.
Yes.
Cole, you're gonna say Culver's or beer or cheese or venison meat.
I actually was thinking of cheese, honestly, going in my Wisconsin roots.
Cheese.
Yep.
Wow.
What kind of cheese?
Cheddar right now. Right now, actually, cheddar.
Cheddar.
I don't know why, but yeah. But now when you bring up Culver's, that's always a good one too.
Culver's I've never had, but Cole's gonna make me have it when I visit him in Wisconsin at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that is.
Just a fast food
I
place.
don't care.
How dare you insult Cole like that? Get out. Get out.
Wow,
Never coming
another
back.
Fast food place from America. Wow.
Me
that
and
is
Cole are gonna
completely
re-record this whole
insane.
episode. We're gonna edit out you in the entire episode
Wow.
just for that.
Well, then all your content will be gone. So
That's not true. We just edit out everything you say, and then we just censor your name whenever we say it, and no one will ever know.
that's fine, but all the best moments will be gone.
We'll just call Timmy and we'll have him re-record your lines.
Dud episode.
We'll have Timmy on.
Well, you didn't even write a proper script for me, so
That's fine.
yeah.
We just have Timmy rant about both movies for like an hour, and we'll be fine. That's all we need.
True. All right. Next.
Okay, next we got a question. We got two questions from Robert. The first one is, what is your favorite TV series intro? Or maybe some of your favorites. You can list multiple if you like.
Yeah, you don't have to limit to one.
BoJack Horseman.
Yes,
That's a good one.
that's a
an
great one.
epic one. Actually, the Venture Brothers as well.
Oh
like
yeah, I've been
original
watching
ones.
that recently. Actually, those are really good.
Awesome intro, awesome show. Love it.
I'll probably have to check that one out. I'm watching Clone High at the moment because that rebooted season's coming up.
Venture Bros movie coming out. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching Venture Brothers now, so I can be all caught up for the movie. Because this is a series with lore bits and stuff.
Yeah, I've been watching this series like pretty much its whole life. It's been with me forever. I love it.
Iconic
Nice.
intro, the SpongeBob intro. That one's always been good.
Always a classic.
Iconic theme song. I've also enjoyed the Chowder one for the intro for Chowder. You know, you'll take the moon and you
Yes.
take the sun. You take
You take
everything that seems like fun.
Like fun.
You stir it all up, and when you're done, rada
Rada,
rada
rada,
rada
rada,
rada
rada,
rada rada. Also, before they stopped doing it, the Survivor intros were always good because they got an absolutely banger of a soundtrack for it. But then they stopped doing that, and it's like, oh man,
That sucks.
it does suck.
I can't really think of any other intros that pop into my mind.
I think the problem is nowadays, like all intros for TV shows are like it's just so short now. It's just here's the title of our thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. And it's like, oh man.
Or they'll just do that whole like previously on this episode. What's gonna happen next? Find out in a couple minutes.
My favorite thing that was like very subtle was when TV shows just like between seasons, especially in cartoons, that like changed the clips that would go into each intro. I don't know why I appreciated that and liked that so much, like growing up, but I just thought it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit, we're in a new season now. That's sick.
Yeah, that is always really awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say.
All right. Next Robert question is, who is your favorite television villain?
Dr. Monarch.
Doctor Who?
Dr. Mrs. the Monarch.
Oh, Doctor
Duh.
Mrs. the Monarch.
Yes.
So I'm not that
And the
far in
Monarch.
yet.
Oh shit, you're not. Okay.
The Joker from the Batman animated series. He was always pretty good villain.
That's
Yeah.
always a classic.
Classic.
Yeah, no, the
Like-
Monarch definitely.
Yeah, the Monarch's great. He's a blast.
He's awesome, dude. From Venture Bros again, if anyone knows.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't say they're technically villains, but the gang from It's Always Sunny, because they're just shitty people.
Yeah, they arguably they are a villain.
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz.
Iconic.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
No, they don't add it. It's just Doofenshmirtz Evil
Evil
Incorporated.
Incorporated.
After hours.
I mean, I guess if we're going also on the SpongeBob route again, I guess you could also say Squidward most times.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Plankton.
Or Plankton.
Yeah, Plankton too. I just haven't watched enough like TV shows to like answer this. Like,
I know, neither do I. I just am much more in on the movies. That's it.
Yeah, I guess same. I don't watch a lot of TV that has like big villains that like stand out to me.
yeah, same. Like, Vecna from Stranger Things. He was a pretty good villain, you know. No, yeah. The Monarch easily. And I guess like a lot of the Venture Brothers villains are actually really fun and good. Like, I don't know how far you are in Jedi, but
I'm currently like halfway through season 2 right now.
okay. Well, they do a lot of fun things with like villains in the show.
Phantom
like
Limb's
heroes and
pretty
villains.
goofy.
Yeah, he gets annoying though. There's some good ones that come out of the show though. Yeah, Venture Brothers is like parodying superheroes before it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Before we got like The Boys, Invincible, and all that.
Like decades before we got that. Before we got Deadpool. Before we got all that shit. Decades before.
Before we got meta.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Well, meta in the superhero sense, because Scream was
Yeah.
definitely before the Venture Brothers.
I don't
Maybe.
know, actually.
All right.
Oh yeah, Venture Brothers from 2002. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I guess we'll move on to our last question then, if we're done there, which is from Mattias again. he's our bookends for these questions. But which Star Wars movie had the best music? The first one, because I only remember the Star Wars theme from like A New Hope.
Whichever is the worst movie has the best music. That's my
Whichever's
answer.
I don't know. I don't know if I could pick up best because it's a lot of the same.
All Star Wars
With the
music is
score and
the
all
same.
that?
You hear it here first, people.
I know, and now a
It
bunch of
is
people are
all
gonna
the same.
have
No,
pitchforks
you're
and
not
torches at my
wrong.
house. They're gonna get mad at me because I made a hot take or something.
Whichever the one is the one where like Kylo Ren and like Rey like have like weird like transportation like things, visions of each other. That one. That is the best music.
I think that's The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's yeah. That is The Last Jedi.
The totally non-controversial one.
Yep, that's my answer.
Okay.
Mm.
I guess with that, that means that's all the questions we have. So
Another episode in the books.
yep. So now we got to get to
Wow.
now you get to sit and see the recommendations for anyone else, Luca.
Wow.
Very excited. Cole, you gotta.
Oh yeah.
Because you're technically the host because this was your episode.
Yes, it was. Yep. So now we're on to our recommendations, and because I did a double dipper, we're gonna go back around the way we had the previous episode. So since last one in Jedi had the modern pick, what is your retro pick this time around?
All right, so I flip-flop back and forth for a bit, but I ultimately decided on this movie because we've been talking about a lot of like 90s, 80s movies as our retro, and I want to go back to an older movie, a black and white movie, because we haven't had one of those since like the first episode. And I've been meaning to watch this one because it's like the last film in this guy's filmography I need to see. So we're going to do 1966's Red Zone Cuba.
Okay.
Wow.
Directed by Coleman Francis, who starred in Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Cole man. You are a Cole man,
yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but what's your modern pick, Cole?
All right. I was debating between a couple. One of them I was thinking of going back from a film club movie, but then I decided because the Fast and Furious franchise is out, and I saw this on Amazon Prime before. There is a Fast and Furious parody movie out there called Superfast from 2015, directed by Jason Freeberg and Aaron Seltzer.
Oh boy, our first. So is that the one you're recommending, or are you doing something completely different? Okay, just making sure.
Yes, the first Freeberg and Seltzer movie of Nefarious Reels.
Yep, yeah, because you're gonna have to watch them now too, Luca. You're part of the group now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what happens when you join us. You just kind of like stay. It's kind of like the Mafia or Scientology. You can never get out.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So, if you don't want to get spoiled for Red Zone Cuba or Superfast, how about watching those movies before the episode comes out? And remember to like and subscribe and ask us questions and all that fun stuff. What?
And do you want to plug anything, Luca?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Thanks.
No. I don't need to watch anything, but I have something to end it off. Okay.
Okay.
Since you guys are a bad movie podcast, I thought I would not only bless you with Triassic Attack. You see, I have some other hidden gems that I have discovered in the back of my mind.
Okay.
Throughout my life.
Okay.
So just to throw these out.
Are we making this? What is this? A trilogy?
No. I'm not recommending anything. I'm just saying for future recommendations, if you guys want to put them on your watch list or anything, just the special Luka picks for when the right time comes. There's something from 2017 called The Black Room, one of the strangest horror movies I've ever seen. Okay. We've got another one for Christmas time, one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen.
Bone Alone?
Uncle Nick. Probably one of the most dreadful experiences I've ever had to.
2015 Uncle Nick with this guy drinking eggnog in a Santa hat with a
Yep. Okay,
Slay sweatshirt.
then there's another really bad horror movie called The Darkness. That one truly and it's
Is
one of
that the
those.
one with Kevin Bacon?
I don't know, but it's one where like some kid has like special autism superpowers. So that's all I'm gonna that's all I'm gonna say. And then there's and then if you guys want a really bad movie from South Africa, my
Ooh,
home
there
country,
we go.
there's one called Mad Buddies from
Mad.
2012, which is just
Oh, Mad Buddies.
yeah, which is just a charmer. But yeah, those are just some special Luca recommendations.
They're
Already
all
Not
watched
on
this
the
official
watch
then.
one.
list.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought I'd bring my fair share to your guys' palate.
All right.
We
Anyway,
appreciate it.
yeah, thanks for coming on, Luca.
Of course.
Anything you want to shamelessly plug in before you leave?
Honestly, no.
No?
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Fuck you,
No.
Far Off Films podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll be courteous.
thanks for being here, Luca.
Of course,
And
yeah.
you all have a good day and a happy Morbius.